you can have a much better grip on there for jiu-jitsu. But from here, I get a 2-on-1 grip. Great. Can he switch hands now? Yes, he can. See? And that's why you add resistance to go, just tell your partner, hey, try to switch hands. So what you need to do is you go here, step in, and you actually turn your back on him. Again, it's like, turn your back. This is jiu-jitsu, you never turn your back on somebody. But it's a knife. It's different when there's someone has a knife. You need to put all your focus here and get in a position where you're strong, and it's difficult for them to switch hands. So we come in, and there are different ways to get in. The main thing, again, if he's pumping it, I'm going to block with my top hand. Again, I go into this in depth in that program, and we go forward pressure so that we can get in the position. If you just stay where you are, he's going to go here, he's going to rip it out of your hand, and he's going to move back, and now it's harder yet. So you have to go in. You have to have the courage to step in. Probably the greatest lesson you can learn through the martial arts is to develop the courage to step in. When there's an opportunity in martial arts, in life, you need to have the courage to step in and just do it and take it, right? Otherwise, you'll hesitate and the opportunity will be gone. So we're back in here, 2-on-1. If I'm here, even with my shoulder in, watch what he does with his other hand. He reaches in front and takes it out. See that? Very important. So we turn, I put my hip in, get this over my shoulder, and now when he goes to grab you, it's difficult, and you're working for the disarm. So the basic disarm here is I'm going to grab, not the blade, I'm going to try to open my hand and grab near the handle. If there's no handle, you just go at the bottom part of the blade. And then you circle it out, and again, the thumb, I'm going against the thumb for a disarm, just like on the pistol, right in here. If I just go straight with my hand, it almost comes out. Oh, I turned his hand, doesn't. If I circle it, it starts to come out, and then it does come out. So you circle it all the way up to here. See, that'd be like a kung fu film. So from right here, 2-on-1, turn. You also have this where you disarm on the leg. But the main thing I just want to get across is when you're doing this, you have to factor in the other arm. If I get an inside deep in here, same thing. He just switches hands. That's it. All done. Okay. So that was a very brief explanation. Standing knife defense. If he goes reverse grip real quick, he comes in. Best thing is works this dive entry, and you get that same position. You have to take it generally off with the other hand. Don't have time to go into that really deep, but that'll get you started. Now we'll go to the ground.
This is a very poor video, but this guy right there is the knife attacker we are training to deal with. Why is that? Because this is what a real knife attack looks like. He comes in, look at that. Repeated underhand thrusts, heavy blows, non-stop hitting and hitting and hitting, forward pressure. The defenders are naturally trying to grab the arm. That's who we're looking for. One more time. I just show you this so you really understand. If your training doesn't look like this, if your partner who is, quote, attacking you doesn't look something like that, then guess what? You're not doing it right. You're not training well. So that's a real knife attack. So I'm always saying that you shouldn't do the outside 2-on-1 because they're going to switch hands. Well, I got this footage early in 2019, and let's just watch this guy. Okay, he's got a knife in his right hand. There's an officer. Guess what the officer's going to do? 2-on-1! Wow. You see how fast that happened? This guy is not a trained knife fighter. You know, he's just some guy that's angry and he has a knife. As soon as his knife arm was grabbed, he switched hands. So let's look again. So he's here, right? He doesn't look very threatening. This looks like a very good target to disarm. So the officer, who is much larger and stronger and younger, there he goes. Goes for the 2-on-1. Watch him. Watch this nice move right in here. Right to the 2-on-1. Look at that. But look at the other hand. Already, the other hand is coming in. And what does he do? He switches hands. Just like that. Grabs it. And right away, no hesitation, over the top. Probably got him in the arm, it looks like. And then everybody else backed off. And notice he already switched it back to the other hand, too. So you have to be, look at this, notice it's in the right hand now. Again, started in the left, start in the right, then you switch to the left, put it back in the right. In real life, people not trained will switch hands, so that has to be factored into your knife defense. Here's an example of a guy who actually took away a knife from an attacker. This is the only footage I know of an actual knife disarm against someone totally fighting. Takes it away, other guy runs away, the attacker runs away. But what's important about this that I want you to see here is look what happens. All these concepts we're talking about, he has, first of all, I'm going to go in here a little bit. He has a 2-on-1. He's using both hands on the knife arm. The other guy has his hands in there too. He's trying to switch his hands, switch the knife to the other hand. See, so he's got it, and he's trying to disarm here.